Yeah, huge challenge because they're both so good at ducking in. They're really, so well drilled and coached on rolling, reverse pivoting. No matter how much they put a huge challenge on it. We said internally with our coaching staff, we just can't have Mo get in foul trouble. And it's probably the worst scenario of him getting two before the first timeout. But they're really well drilled on passing, into the post. But they're also, they gave it up. There's two stat lines you can really look at the whole game. One is the rebounding. They just pounded us on the glass. Their guards go. They keep it alive. They violently go, which is such a great compliment. That one, and then the assist to turnover ratio. I can't remember the last time I've had 5 assists. That's a credit to them. And then it snowballed for us. We got unselfish guys, and their pressure, and then their ability to stick plug and get us out of things. And we took too many shots at the rim off 1 feet instead of playing off 2, and it kind of snowballed. Then the next guy did it. But to have 5 assists, it's a credit to them. They took us out of a lot with their pressure, and we got to grow from it because we got unselfish guys, but it just kind of snowballed to where this guy then was trying to do it, and this guy was trying to do it because that's not how we practice. It's not how we play to where we're getting 5 assists.
Porter, you have to deal with those 2 bigs.
Yeah.
And tie on with his ability to finish. How difficult is that challenge?
Well, it's very difficult. You know what else they do really well is you start paying so much attention to the 2 bigs. You're thinking about trapping, you're thinking about going, and then you start staring at, they're about to throw it in, next thing you know, they'll back cut. They got us probably on 3 or 4 back cuts with us staring. We were putting so much attention on those 2 bigs that, like, Grant would back cut, got a dunk. Then they'd backdoor you while we were sitting there getting ready to trap the post. So you draw so much attention to that duck and everything, and then the next thing they hit a 3 in transition. But they're really good cutters. They cut out of the corner. They really got us on a handful of those when we were just staring at, is it going in? Is it going in? What are we going to do with our post defense? Are we trapping? And that's where they're really well drilled. Obviously Mark's one of the best. He truly is. As a person and then as a tactician. They're just so well drilled.
Porter, you guys did a good job of subbing in and out, but to go down 38-8 on bench points. Where did you kind of see your bench not be able to get into the game today?
I thought it really hurt when Mo got the fouls. I thought we came out, but the guys had a great mentality coming out. We got some good stops early. We got some good things early. And then it kind of just, and we had such a long time. The game wasn't, but to get 2 fouls before the first media, and we just kind of, everyone on the team kind of knows it, then having to go small ball. And I got to help our young freshman big get ready. He got thrown into the fire pretty early today. It just our bench is I really have confidence, but they're all kind of new. They're all we have 9 players scholarship dress. 3 of them this is their first 2 games in college basketball, and then Dayton was a freshman last year. But Kai Rogers, Jeff Wanko, and Kual Atok. So our benches, we just got to get them more experienced. They're good. I think they're going to be good players for us. But we really got that bench was a differentiation too.
Porter, what do you see out of especially the wings from Gonzaga guys like Morley?
Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm verifying that what I saw in there. Foster had 4 offensive rebounds. That's exactly what I saw. And Worley had 5. When I say, we talked about how violent they were going to the rim, and they just pursued it, and it's deflating sometimes when you get them to miss, and that's 9 offensive rebounds by those 2 guys, and those are just huge because it's so hard to win, period, against teams like Gonzaga, but if they're getting 21 more shot attempts than you, you have no. It's really really hard, and so what I saw out of those guys, I saw, Foster knocked down 3, super efficient, 6 for 11, 4 offensive rebounds, 14 points. Worley comes in and gets 6 for 9, 5 offensive rebounds. So those two guys, I mean, off the bench, that was 12 for 20 with 9 offensive rebounds. Super efficient. I mean, right there is just such a huge gap. Really impressed with their energy on the glass.
What do you make of just the atmosphere here, and is it kind of similar to you guys playing a game in Oklahoma City with kind of the home crowd and everything that you have to face, just playing in Spokane?
Yeah, I mean it's an elite crowd. It's an elite student section. They were in it the whole game and from the jump. I mean it's an elite atmosphere. It's what you want, and in there, and we're going to face those in the SEC. So we got to grow and get better. We've got to get better and learn from it, and not let this loss go in vain. But you got to credit Gonzaga for just how hard they rebounded, high assist to turnover ratio, and got us out of how we wanted to play. It just really got us out of how we wanted to play.
Porter, is there a return game coming to Oklahoma next year?
Not yet. I'd love if they do it, but it's not scheduled. No.
Almost all of those led to points. How crucial was the glass in winning tonight's game?
It was big. It was something we spent a lot of time on coming into it, especially watching number 5, Wagyu, or I don't really know how to say his name, but he's a heck of a player. He just plays so hard. So we spent a pretty good amount of time just trying to work on keeping him off, and then also just challenging the guys. I thought we did a great job on the offensive glass. Ty did a great job. Jalen did a great job. Huff did a great job, and we're able to get some extra possessions and make some plays.
Mark, along the same lines, just to have the inside game, I think it was 38-4 bench points in the first half, but then to have
Bench
Wings,
points or
paint points.
paint points? Okay, yeah.
Then have Wings come through. How difficult is it to deal with all those things for a defense?
I mean, I think that's just, hopefully that's going to be, one of the beauties of this team is just, I think we'll have different guys stepping up every night. Tonight, these 3 guys were great, but I think night in and night out, you're going to have to deal with our bigs. That it starts with them, and they're at the top of the scouting report. But then, I think what these guys showed is, we're certainly not one-dimensional, and that was a high-level game. There's some great athletes out there, great skill. I mean, the way Pack can score that thing out to 30 feet, and they were able to spread us out. They went small, and I thought we did just a phenomenal job of defending up until about that 7-minute mark. We kind of lost our way there for a little bit and kind of let them kind of crawl back into it.
Mark, talk about the assist to turnover ratio for us. Only 5 assists. Oklahoma got off 16 turnovers. A lot of it, especially kind of the first half.
Yeah, again, I mean, they're kind of a dribble drive offense, so that's kind of, I mean, that can skew that when you play like that. But yeah, it's something we take a lot of pride in. Obviously, we've had some teams that can really take care of the ball. Hopefully, this is going to be one of them. We're still kind of trying to dial the guy into my left here in that aspect. But, it's a fine line. I want these guys in attack mode and thinking about making plays, and especially in a game, high possession game like this. So I was proud of them. I mean, 7 turnovers in a high possession game like that is excellent.
Mark, Oklahoma's coach really complimented you guys on the back cuts and how you were able to get to the rim really quick. Is that just something we're going to see for the rest of this season from your guys' offense?
I mean, the offense just kind of takes what the defense gives them, right? And they were out pressuring, they were out in the lanes, and so our guys just instinctively, know that they need to basket cut out of there or make a cut. But also, I mean, I think Ty's beginning to understand, especially along that baseline, if he cuts a lot of time, these guards are going to find him, or the bigs will even find him, and he's a weapon down there.
For both Tyon and Jalen, I mean, we've talked about the depth of this team kind of in the preseason, but to have a 38-8 advantage in bench points, can you just expand on how many options you guys have and what that allows you guys to do this season?
Yeah, it's really fun playing with a really deep team and having a great group of guys. So we just preach that each night's going to be somebody else's night, so we just got to cheer on our teammates for whoever's night it is and just keep rolling with the hot hand.
No, yeah, just piggyback off that, but Coach said this before we play, you know, we got a lot of guys, you know, so when you're in there and play as hard as you can, you know, because we got depth, so people come in and turn up right after you.
Tyon, back to you. One of the big things that you were kind of going through with everything that you were going through, obviously getting up to here, how quickly have you been able to kind of adapt to this offense and what Coach Few wants you to do on offense and defense, and how fun was it to be out there today and just get to play your game?
I mean, I've been trying to adapt fairly quickly, you know, I kind of have to. So, but, I mean, Coach Few and Coach Gentry have been very helpful when it comes to that, you know, so I feel like it's coming together. Like he said, I'm starting to figure out, you know, ways to score within the offense also when, like, they need me to, when I can, so.
Jalen, I know this is your first game in the Zags uniform where you got a big crowd behind you. I know that you guys get to go back in the kennel, but what was it like being in front of the Spokane Arena faithful?
Yeah, it was really exciting. When I got here last year, just watching the atmosphere, it was one of the coolest things to see. So it was my first time playing in the arena, but some of the older veteran guys told me just about how special that is, how the Spokane community, more people get to come to the game. So I just wanted to play my heart out tonight.
Yeah, from Mario and Tyon, can you guys both take me through what you saw in the connection there in the first half, late in the first half, and you saw Tyon going to the rim and threw it up, and he went up pretty high to get it?
It's okay. No. We've been practicing, and I told him, Mario, if you throw it up there, I'm gonna go get it. And he in practice, he'll be like, oh, my bad. So I told him literally the play before. I said, if we do the same play, throw it up, and I'm gonna go get it. And he literally just threw it up.
Yeah, I told him in the first practice he had with us, I told him, I know you can jump, but I need to adapt to you. I need to get used to you. Then I think we started to get that connection, and I know he can jump. Then I can pass the ball there.
For Tyon and Jalen, I mean, you guys combined for 15 rebounds in this one. Coach touched on it, but for you guys in particular, how big was bringing that spark off the bench and, you know, attacking them on the glass to really, you know, open up that 19-point lead?
No, that's crazy that you say that, because yesterday we said we needed 16 rebounds together, and we were just in the locker room like we was one short. So I really feel like we just spoke it into existence yesterday when we was having a conversation.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of our identity is winning the old board game and the defensive rebound. So we just try to instill it in our teammates as well.
Mark, just your thoughts on the Creighton team coming in Tuesday. Obviously replaced a pretty good defensive player in Kalkbrenner, but what do they bring to the table and what's going to be the challenge?
No, I mean, I think they're really, really hard to defend because they're always really skilled, and there's kind of Coach McDermott does a really nice job with just specific sets. Whatever way you're guarding them, they have counters and stuff to kind of sting those sets. And they always have great shooters. They're always really, really skilled. And, you know, I haven't really watched a ton of them. We'll start tonight watching them. But, again, I just kind of expect that.